Hi, I'm Dr. John Raymond Baker, DC. Normally I'm talking to you about health matters, and in a way this is a health matter, but today I'm coming to you as John, an animal lover, especially a cat lover. I'm going to introduce you to a member of my family. This is Champ Baker. His formal name is Champion Baker, and I'll explain to you how he got his name in just a second. I'll let you go play. Champ was thrown from a moving car as a kitten and almost died. In fact, he was probably maybe an hour away from death when my wife found him. And through her intervention and mine and some good veterinary care, Champ's probably one of the healthiest grown cats you'll see around. But if Champ were in New Jersey, for example, and two pieces of legislation passed, he'd probably be not alive now. Imagine that instead of talking about felines or canines, we're talking about children. And if your child wandered away from home, some good Samaritan took them to a shelter, that the law was that if you didn't come pick them up in 24 hours, they were executed, they were killed, murdered. Well, something like that is what's proposed in New Jersey with Senate Bill 2923, that's 2923, and Assembly Bill 4036. The governor of New Jersey happens to be Chris Christie, kind of an easy name to remember, and he could intervene in this matter, and we're urging everyone to contact Chris Christie and ask him to do so. Now, I managed to find his email. Apparently, it's not very widespread on the internet, but I found it. And I'll show it to you, and if you don't read it very well, then that's fine, because I'm going to put it everywhere that I can. It's Chris, C-H-R-I-S, dot Christie, that's like Christ with an I-E on the end, Chris.Christie at gov, as in government, dot state, as in state, dot NJ, as in New Jersey, dot US. So, he's Chris.Christie at what kind of government? State government. What state? New Jersey. What country? United States, U.S. Chris Christie at gov.state.nj.us. And I'll provide the fax number and the phone number and all that stuff. You know, cats and dogs and pets are, to me, wonderful. They give you unconditional love. Even if your spouse is mad at you, they'll still love you. And Champ loves me and treats me like I'm just the most bestest thing in the world. Even when I'm feeling down or I'm broke or I feel like a failure, to him it's all the same. It's unconditional love. He loves me whatever. And this is something that you can do. It takes very little time, maybe 30 seconds to do an email, and no money. It doesn't cost you anything to send an email. You can also send fax, you can also call, you can do all of them. And you're doing work that will make you feel good, and I promise you that the animals that can't speak, if they could speak, would thank you for it. Because they have a right to life just as much as you and I do. They hurt, they feel good, they have a panoply of emotions like we do. And this bill basically says that they get killed for being alive and being in a shelter. So I urge you very strongly to help us to contact Chris Christie and contact the New Jersey officials and say, hey, there's got to be an end to this. This is horrible. This will not stand. And to be honest, my opinion is whoever thought these horrible laws up is a pretty horrible person. So remember, the person that we're hammering at is Chris.Christie at gov.state.nj.us. And I'll put links to that on the description of the video. And you know, on Facebook I've got closing on to 4,000 friends. I've got close to 400 videos on YouTube. But if you don't pay any attention to anything I post on Facebook, if you don't pay any attention to anything I say in a video, or on my blogs or website or any of the other rants that I go on, please pay attention to this video. Please do this. Not for me, not for Chris Christie at gov.state.nj.us. No, be the voice for these innocents that need you to protect them, to give them the right to be alive. And you know what? If you were a kitten or a puppy, you would want someone to do it for you. You have the ability to help. This is one time where you can make a sincerely strong impact for good. Won't cost you any money, cost you hardly any time, and I promise you'll feel good about yourself and about what you've done. So thank you for watching the video, and on behalf of Chimp and all my other cats, we appreciate you. Bye-bye.